And John L. Lewis said, "Who is that young man in the back, that child in the back? Children are not supposed to be in here." And Dewey stood up and said, "That is my son, and if he goes, I go." And of course, if Dewey went, then a whole lot more would have went with him.
Yeah, 'cause he was there with the Algoma coal miners.
Yeah. So John L. Lewis didn't say any more about it. He just went on about his speech. And Billy Ray stayed to the meeting. And the picture we have of, it was just a union meeting. It was the first union meeting, just the ones who were joining the union or trying to get it started. I would guess it was the first union members of Algoma.
Right.
Because there's very few of them,
Right.
It's all taken in one picture. And it's a picture of all those well-known men in Lothair when they were young. If they don't have a picture, I'm sure they'd let them have one.
Did they go for the union? Did Algoma go unionized?
Yeah, they did. That's the reason Grandpa got, he got his UMWofA card. And Grandpa was in a mine fall where the top fell down and he had his leg broken. And of course, UMWofA paid all of their expenses. And I think he got $500 out of it.
But that was a lot of money back then.
A lot of money. They paid off their house with that $500. That house on Lothair.
On
Yeah.
Ashland Street.
Ashland, yeah. Now, was that all you wanted?
Yeah, well, did they have a hard time going union? Did they have the strikes and the...
No, they didn't have all that stuff. I think Harlan is where it was all...
That's where it started. And that's where it started, I think, was Harlan, Kentucky. And then they came on into eastern Kentucky and...
Yeah. But if you had a UMWofA card, all your medical expenses were taken care of. It wasn't just compensation where you were hurt. If you went to the doctor, your doctor's visit was covered. If you went to the hospital, it was all covered. Because then we would bill UMWofA for that. It would not go to the man.
Right.
And that's what the union did. It got the wages up to where you could live. And they had company stores.
Oh, did they? They had union stores?
No, it was not union. It was company stores. And they paid the men in script. So that company stores all the way the place that would take the script.
What's a script?
That was just a little round, they made it themselves.
Little coin, like a little round coin.
Like a coin. And that's what they paid you with. And you had to go to the company store to buy your groceries and all your sheets and all that stuff. Furniture, I guess anything you wanted, they had.
And then
the company store because that's the only place that would take a script.
so after the union took over, what happened to those stores?
They were shut down because they weren't paid in script anymore. They were paid in cash.
Then the miners were able to shop at regular grocery stores because
They wanted to shop.
because they were getting paid the wages they should have been making.
People don't know that, do they?
No, they don't.
You never heard tell that.
Well, I've heard of all of it, but I didn't know how we directly were involved in it, or that how Grandpa got into it. Cause
Oh yes, he. That's the picture we have of him coming down on that low boy. I think
yeah,
it's called. I don't know what it was. If that was a cutting machine or what the machinery was, but he had his picture taken right beside of it. He looked to be about 16 years old.
I just remember going up there with one of the local girls and sitting on the side of the mountain up at Algoma, and that was a pretty good walk from where Mama and Grandpa lived.
That was a good thought.
And it had to be Teresa or Patricia, because I wouldn't have known how to get there.
Well, there was a road, actual street, ran right straight in front of Algoma.
Yeah,
That thing coming down to where they could load the coal in the trains.
yes,
Coal cars.
yes. Because all I remember, and like I said, I was a little bitty girl. It never crossed my mind that there was men under those mountains, because it looked to me like I was so fascinated with it, because it looked like oil or something running. The coal did on those, whatever you call them, those
I don't know what they were called.
where the coal came out of the mountain and it down into the coal cars.
The coal.
And I guess that's why they called it in Hazard the black gold,
Yeah.
because it looked like black water. It ran so fast and so smooth.
I don't know. I maybe didn't see it operating. I just drove past, and Charles showed me if there was Algoma. Okay.
Well, that's an interesting story. Very interesting story.
Oh, did anybody ever talk or tell anybody? I mean,
No.
I am a outsider, actually. I had nothing to do.
Well, you're just a plethora of information, and you've got a very good memory of all that.
Well, this is as I was told. And I tried to write down these men's names, and I had it behind that picture. But in moving around somehow or other, that little piece of paper got,
Lost.
yeah.
It may turn up somewhere. Becky may even have it and not even realize it.
Charles knew all of their names.
Did Dad ever work there?
No. Daddy only worked in a strip mine, actually.
Well,
I don't think he ever went underground.
seems like I do remember Grandpa coming home too.
Oh, yes.
With he was black as black can be, and he had his little bitty lunchbox, and
Yeah. And,
I can remember him wiping his forehead with an old dirty handkerchief. He'd sit on the porch before he went in and just breathe and wipe his forehead and
I never did see
drink a cold beer. Well, we stayed all the time with Mama and Grandpa through our summers and breaks and winter and spring.
Grandma wrote me a letter saying that thank you for sharing your children with me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I just wanted to hear that story because I had never heard it before. And that's his part of history that not a lot of people know about. The U.M.W.ofA You know, that was a big movement. What years do you think that was?
Well, I think Billy Ray was about, I don't know, he was the youngest when Mama and Grandpa got married.
And this was before they got married.
I never could figure out when Lenny died. You know, I was trying to write down all this information. And what happened to it, I don't know. I had it in that Bible, and I thought I took everything out of the Bible. But
Well, you may not.
said there was a whole lot still left in there.
Well, Bill may have it.
Bill might have something. I don't know what he would have.